I should have filmed this while I was making it so you could see what I was doing. This is spaghetti squash. If you've never had it, it's a winter squash, and when you bake it in the oven or you microwave it, it turns into a very stringy product, kind of like linguine. And it's traditionally served with pasta sauce, although you can use olive oil and garlic or pretty much with anything. I like it with a heavy pasta sauce, thick and hearty, and with some nice bubbly cheese because you won't notice the crunchiness as much. That doesn't bother me. But it makes it seem more like real spaghetti. It's a winter squash, but you can get it this time of year, and it is at the store most times. And I got mine because I sent my assistant to run some errands, and my assistant, I asked him to pick up for me some yellow squash. Now, I meant the yellow squash you slice. It's about the size of a zucchini. What he brought me was a spaghetti squash. And fortunately, I had froze a bunch of my homemade spaghetti sauce. That's what I'm going to do with this. I'm not going to use all of this with that sauce tonight. I'm going to divide this up and I will refrigerate or freeze the leftovers. But part of this is going to be used with some wonderful spaghetti sauce. It's a meat-based sauce. It's not vegetarian. It has some pork in it, and it has some turkey. No, I didn't do pork this time. It's got turkey, ground turkey, and ground beef in the meatballs. And it's got a lot of seasonings. It's really, really good. And I'm gonna put that over this wonderful spaghetti squash. Like I said, I should have filmed it when I was actually making it, but I only have a bit of a stand for this camera, and it was a little hard to hold the camera, and the stand that I have only lets it do in one position, so it's a little hard to focus it until I get like a television camera to film while I'm actually cooking the things, because I have to hold the camera with one hand. But this is spaghetti squash if you've never had it, and it is very mild and very delicious with garlic and olive oil, and even more delicious, in my opinion, with spaghetti squash and lots of freshly grated Parmesan cheese from the block so that you don't get the cellulose, which is basically sawdust. That's the way most shredded Parmesan is sold. A good chunk of it is cellulose, which is just another word for wood fiber in the food industry. You can check me on that. You can look that up. So I will post a picture of the finished product to this feed. By the way, I want to remind everybody, if you actually listen to this, I will give up to $500 for the local food pantry. I know I could write the check directly, and I wish I could do more, but things are tough for me. I'm a little better off than other people because I still have an income coming in. I'm still working, like some people are from home. But things are getting very tight because I'm not working to the extent that I would, and my income, being self-employed, has been affected. So what I'm going to do is I will give $500 maximum to a local food pantry, because that's what I can afford to do, for every picture and recipe that somebody posts, up to $500, $1 per picture and post, to this thread. And I thank Rick for starting this thread. Anyway, I will post the finished product, and I'm going to let you go because I got to finish my cooking here.